Hi again, Room 19 families. Welcome to day 24. Today we do have reading, we have writing, we have math, and we have science. A friendly reminder that today I do want you to send me the Venn diagram activity you do for writing. This will cover the standard of comparing and contrasting different versions of the same story with respect to their characters, settings, and sequence of events. Sequence of events is a different way of saying the plot, which is what they talk about over here. So for reading today, I do want your child to be reading Little Red's Secret Sauce. And then when they're finished with that, they can go on to a different reading activity of their choice. But reading Little Red Secret Sauce will help them prepare for their activity they're turning in for writing today. While they're reading Little Red Secret Sauce, please note it is a level O, which means it's a level M, which is level M is where they're supposed to be at the end of the year, but this is an O, so it's a little bit above. If your child starts reading it and you're listening in and they seem to be doing okay, you can let them read it on their own. However, some of the students in this class, some of your children might need a little bit more support. I would encourage you, whether they're reading on their own or whether you're reading it with them, or even if you're mostly reading it to them, that they jot down while they're reading the characters, the setting, and kind of maybe what's happening at the beginning, middle, and end. Something to help them kind of remember what's going on, because there's a lot of words, a lot going on, and if they read through it the first time and aren't paying attention, they might miss some things. So just kind of have them jot down the characters, the setting, and kind of important parts will help them prepare for the writing activity today. And again, that's whether they are reading it, you're reading it with them, or you're mostly reading it to them. However you need to do that to support your child in reading this text is perfectly okay. So again, for reading, that's what you are doing. For writing, you're going to use a Venn diagram to compare the classic Little Red Riding Hood story with Little Red's Secret Sauce. I think is what it's called. For that Venn diagram, they do need 3 points for each and 3 in the middle. So looking here, thinking about the setting, the characters, and the plot is what you can focus on. You can do 1 bullet point for the characters, how they're different, and 1 that they're similar. 1 bullet point for the setting, how they're similar and how they're different. And maybe 1 for kind of maybe a big event in the story that's different, and then a big event that's the same. Please take a picture of that, or you can save it and send it to me, or students can upload it to Google Classroom. However they would like to do that works for me. And then when they're finished, of course, print or cursive. For math today, we are working on equal shares. I'm going to open up this math page first because I think it better represents what students will be doing for the activity as well. So you'll see here, they're designing 2 different designs with the same number of squares for each color in each, just kind of arranged differently. So we're talking about equal shares. It'll help them see there's an equal share in each flag that's green, an equal share that's yellow, blue, and orange. Even though they're different, it has the same equal shares. See, there's 4 for green, 4 for green, 4 for yellow, 4 for yellow, and so on. So here, your child, it says, Hamill is painting a design. The design must have 3 colors with an equal share for each color. Create 2 possible designs for Hamill. So for the 3 colors, probably the one most students will jump to first will be 1 color here, 1 here, 1 here. So maybe red, yellow, green. But when they come over here, they'll need to know, okay, I still need to have, if I have 4 red here, maybe I do 1, 2, 3, 4 red here, and then there's 4 yellow, so 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow, and 4 green, 1, 2, 3, 4 green is what you want them to be able to do. It doesn't have to be that exact design, just making sure they have the same number of boxes in each for each color. And that is what they will also be doing for the math activity today. They can create their own t-shirt design using grid paper here, or flag design, whatever they'd like. So they can use any of these squares and create their own t-shirt or flag design. They'll need 2 because let's say they design a t-shirt up here or down here. However they design it the first time, they'll need to have a different design with the same equal share of each color. So again, this is an example here. And when they're finished with that, they can move on to their fluency practice. First to 20 is a game they could play, or they can get on Math Playground games for at least 10 minutes. And then for science today, they will be building a monster. So the challenge is that students have been hired by Lots of Laughs Toy Company to design a new toy for their famous monsters collection. They are hoping you can use all of your creativity to make a unique monster based on the guidelines. So here's the criteria, okay? Draw and label your design before building it. So that's what they will be doing today. They will be designing it today, building it tomorrow. So don't work ahead unless they really, really are excited, and then you can just work ahead and not do Science Friday. That's fine. The toy must be flexible. It must be some sort of monster, and it should have smooth parts and fuzzy parts. The toy must be strong enough to hold together on its own. Those are like the items they're looking for. So if you want to create a checklist for your child or encourage them to make a checklist and make sure they have all those things. So today's the design. Draw and label your monster. When labeling, be sure to include the materials that you use and their properties. So a list of materials, we normally do this in class. We usually have yarn, pipe cleaners, pom-pom balls, googly eyes, we have toilet paper rolls, we have paper towels, we have egg cartons we cut up. So those are some examples. If your child's like saying, I don't know what I'd make it with, you can use those as an example. However, because they're designing it kind of more in theory, you can use whatever you have around your house. So think about things you have. If you have any water bottles or toilet paper rolls or egg cartons, that's a great thing you can use. If you don't have pipe cleaners, maybe don't suggest pipe cleaners. Adjust it for whatever works for your household right now. And please don't feel like you have to go buy anything. This is a great opportunity for creativity for your child. So even having them look around and try to find stuff would be great. So that's it, for day 24. So I'm going to put a little note up here. Please do send me that Venn diagram, again, through Google Classroom, through email. Whatever works for you works for me. So thank you for your hard work. Please send me any questions you may have, and I hope you have a wonderful day.